the Boston Celtics with an unbelievable bounce back after such a setback in the NBA Cup that would break a lot of teams. It would send a lot of teams reeling. Not the case. Not the case with these Boston Celtics. They come out with a dominant victory. They win by 25 points. They set a new season high in points, 139 to 114 in Brooklyn. At the end, there was all these "Let's go Celtics" chants. Of course, they take over the building. Just like what will happen in Dallas tonight if the Bruins actually score a goal. Maybe. Holding out hope. And then the Celtics, they go in and they just wreck their momentum. They wreck their momentum big time after one of the most lopsided victories of the season. Nice bounce back, perfect bounce back. Everyone looked good. Tatum had a great game. They come out with this morning. Two thumbs down. We kind of knew this was coming. We had seen the leaks of it. But those suck. I'm sorry. I know I've been really old man lately with the NBA Cup court. And now this. But those suck. And truly, the NBA is getting very watered down with these uniforms. They're trying to do the new city editions every year. And I like the thought behind it. But now there's no thought behind it because they've done it for 7 or 8 years now. And the design teams at Nike are running out of ideas. We're seeing it through all Nike's uniforms, college football, the Premier League, the NBA. They're out of ideas. And they will never do this, but instead of going with like local fan graphic design people and coming up with ideas through that, they instead just, have some department that throws together like, what if the Celtics had a black jersey? And they're like, well, they already do. Well, what if the color was neon instead of the green that they're really famous for? Ooh, son of a bitch, I'm in, is apparently how it went in Beaverton, Oregon, as they made this decision. Because, I'm sorry, these stink. And there's like 2 that are good in the whole league right now. And they've just, they don't, it's not like they have run out of ideas. It's that they don't want ideas. They just want like different colors. They don't think like, how can we actually make this unique? They just think different colors. And I think someone in the Nike graphic design, sector really mailed this one in. Someone at Nike said, what I think we can do with this, and maybe no one will notice, is why don't we make it look just like this jersey we do in college basketball? Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's exactly like the Michigan State jersey. Exactly like it. Dark colored jersey, neon letters. I mean, maybe that Michigan State one is deep green rather than the black that the Celtics are going with, but who knows the difference? And the Celtics like slightly different font than what they normally have. Wow, that's going to get the thing buzzing. Like that stinks, man. Where is the creativity? Here we are dealing with the most prestigious franchise in the NBA, and this is the best we can come up with. Like, maybe the Celtics need to start being like the Yankees and just poo-pooing the fun and just saying, no, we're not doing this shit. You guys, the rest of you, 29 other teams, can play your silly little game with the new jerseys every year that you can charge $150 for. But we've got a good couple here. We've got the green, we've got the white, always classic. We already have a good black jersey. The black with the green, that green really pops off it. I think it looks really good. That was their second City Edition jersey, and they've stuck with it as an alternate. I think that's a good jersey. They've had some good throwbacks. That City Edition in 21-22, which I have. It's a Tatum jersey. It's awesome. It's like the old Celtics script. It's got the name below the number on the back, which I think looks kind of cool. It's got all the championship years in the bottom corner. Like, that was a good, homage to history in the City Edition jersey. And now it's just like, oh, let's do different colors. Amazingly, the Clippers doubled down on theirs. You remember those awful ones that just said Clips with the big C? They did the same thing with this one. It's just a different color. It's like, brother, nobody liked that. This is like the Morbius fallacy. You know what I mean by that, Scotty? You remember Morbius? That awful movie that's supposed to be the Spider-Verse? It came out like 2 years ago. It was terrible. Jared Leto was in it.
Oh, when you say Morbius, I immediately thought of The Matrix.
No.
But that's Morpheus.
Probably.
Morbius is the vampire movie with Jared Leto.
Sure. Yeah, I never saw it.
I never saw it either.
But it became like a meme at how bad it was, that it was like so bad it was funny. And the studio just completely misread it and put it back out in theaters, and it got no buzz and nobody went to see it. And they were like, oh shit, what did we do wrong? That's what this Clippers thing is. That's what most of these jerseys are. It's like, remember when everyone laughed at this last year? Oh, here it is again, guys. And they're like, no, we still don't like it. Like, it's not so bad it's good. It's so bad it's bad. And
someone took the all press is good press a little too far.
Too far.
Yeah.
Too far. And that's becoming such a thing in today's society, kids these days, because like so much just goes around social media buzz. And so it's easier to just be like, oh, well, look at the traction this got. But it's like, if we were still getting our news from the newspaper, this would have got no traction. None at all. And what bums me out is there are good designs for Celtics jerseys out there. They're made mostly by like fans, and I don't want Nike and the NBA to go and exploit these fans and give them no money, because that's what they would want to do. But I'm saying lean into like some of your local people who know the history of these franchises and come up with some good wacky ideas. We need to go back to like 90s starter jackets for the NFL sidelines. That's where it all went wrong. Once the NFL got rid of those and the shark tooth hats and all, like, starter just died, that's where it all went wrong. We have not been creative in sports fashion ever since. Correct me if I'm wrong. It has not been the same. So we're going to roll this video here. I want it to, if we could, Scotty, if I could talk over it, because I want to go through some of these jerseys. Can we do that? Okay. All right. We're going to have to move it around. So this is pretty simple one. Like, you can have the green and the gold. I love a silhouette on there. These are all by a guy named Peter Rogers, who does them on Twitter. That was his most recent one there. Love this one. You do Massachusetts with the nature there. The T, the Boston subway system. Everyone in Boston would get that. I love throwing a lucky on there. Like, this is actually creative. Make Way for Ducklings, which took place in Boston. You ever read Make Way for Ducklings? It's a great book. Great children's book. Marigold will love it. And like, those are real ideas. Those are real ideas there. People would buy those. In fact, people do buy those. Peter Rogers, who does them after every Celtics win the last 2 seasons, will sell these jerseys, and people buy them. I have one, actually. It doesn't fit me, so I don't really have it anymore. But it's like, those are actual ideas rather than just, oh, black and neon instead of black and green. Like, what is that? And what are the 2 things on the side there? They did it with their City Edition jerseys last year, which also sucked. Those signify nothing with the Celtics or Boston, and they've doubled down on that design on the side. I'm real old man yelling at cloud. That sucks. Those suck, man. Like, come on. It's going to bug me because the Celtics are going to wear it a bunch. And I really sincerely hope it does not take over the black jerseys they already have, because those are actually really good. I wore my Derek White one the other day. I wouldn't mind if the Celtics just stuck with those 3 forever, like the white, the green, the black. But unlike the Yankees, they've done some things, man. The standard jersey has not changed, but they've done some alternates. Like they had when I was a kid, the big one was it was a St. Patrick's Day alternate, but they would wear it other times too, which was the green jersey but with gold. Everything was the same but with gold. And then they had one around the Big 3 era where it was green and the letters and numbers were black. And those were like subtle changes and looked very good. And the first couple of city editions were good. I mentioned the black one was one. They had a gray one that had kind of a parquet design. It was just gray with or silver, I guess if you want to call it that, with green, and it had like faux parquet on it. That also looked solid. But and I mentioned the 2021, I think it was 2021 one, was the one that was kind of the old school's 75th anniversary of the Celtics. So that was a good uniform. Other than that, they did those short sleeve jerseys, which everyone in the NBA had, which I could not stand.
We are Rogue Media Sports.